overlay, the one that exists just to cover up the room code. But that Vicky has just been such a perfect expression the last 2 years that I've just left her there.
Yeah.
Okay. Super Room Cone Wars. Oh man, I wish they had Choco Cones on sale in America. It's only the mushrooms. I'm gonna go grab a little bag of them mushrooms right now. Um, they are chocolate mushrooms for anybody who is listening.
Wait, they're just mushrooms, Dom. You should buy my mushrooms. And then you make spaghetti later. That's how the side quest went, right? He's not here, is he?
All right, I've got tea. I've got chocolate. I got. What's up?
You missed me explaining the mushroom side quest in Yakuza 0.
Oh yeah, he's a chef.
He just grows mushrooms in a dark alley. Don't worry about that part. Yeah, what theme song? There was a theme song somewhere in there.
All right, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks for the resub, DJ. Your
Yeah.
your continued support is what keeps this channel going.
Did you even see what message I left?
I saw. Gym membership is much more than $2.50.
Oh, if I keep doing it enough, it'll
All right.
eventually add up to one of them.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Granblue Radio. This is episode number 260. Woo!
Woo!
Here we are in the year 2022. We survived. We've got some things to take care of. So first of all, this is Vibrating Sheep, and with me on the phone as always.
Hey, it's DJ. I was there last week.
You were. All right. So last week we were talking a little bit. It was 2 hours into the Fediel experience. So now that we're 7 days into the Fediel experience, DJ, I mean, I know the answer, but how is it in the world of
stupid?
So, do you have the numbers on hand? There's one number that I was keeping in mind in particular.
Yeah, I have the numbers on hand now.
100% defense permanently while the field is up.
Well, you take the minus 25 from the field first. So
Okay.
it's really 75%. However,
How much defense does Keim give that is also disgustingly good? It's
I mean, Keim also gives like a billion other things while not being on the field.
While true, Keim's backline is let's see, it is 50, I think it was. Reverse. Which, let's see, hold on. It is Hanged Man reversed. It is, yeah, it's 50%, and that's like disgusting. For just that's enough to warp your grid around if necessary.
I mean, you also get the
Cap up and yeah. I understand that, but even in hard mode stuff where it's like every other element just stacks its garrison weapon multiple times. Dark does that, water does that, wind does that. Or it's like nah. It's more important to keep the Keim bonus. No stacking any single garrison weapon.
I mean, that's the good thing and the flaw of Earth grids, really.
Mhm. So, anyway, like Stevie, the vocalist for Stella Magnum, was like, "I have created the perpetual motion machine, the Vicky Fediel Lich experience with I think Rising Force." Is so good at building Fatal Chain that Fediel 1 is up all the time, and he takes pretty much 0 damage to Lindworm. And he's just like, I just leave this alone and walk away for a few minutes.
Yeah, that's really good, especially because of the fact that all the cooldowns go off when you do Fatal Chain.
Mm-hmm.
The 16 turns being cheated out is always good.
Yeah, must be nice.
Yeah, it feels great.
I think that is, in fact, the longest cooldown in the game that refreshes itself, because, like, some of the longest cooldowns in the game are, like, Seathon 3, which has no cheat. There is no cheats to Seathon 3
Well, by himself.
built into him. It's true.
You-
Um,
you're always able to cheat using the what's it called?
Keelan.
There you go. That's the one.
Uh, and then we have like there's a 16 turn cooldown in Eternal Divinity on Jean, Grand Jean, that kind of cheats, but it doesn't full cheat. It's still a pretty long cooldown, even with all the triple attacking, reducing its cooldown by 1 each time. And so, yeah, Fediel 1 is a really, really stupid button. And the thing is that we were talking about it, and it's like, hey, people are bringing Dark to Super Ultimate Bahamut now. They weren't before. So, good on you, lady.
I mean, when once you have the field up from skill 3, she will always double CA,
Mm-hmm.
and also your autos also just cause skill damage too. So you're also doing that part as well.
Yeah, yeah, it's really dumb. Like, but the Bubs solo, like, it takes us like 18 to 25 minutes or so. It takes me longer because I'm on CA lockout all the time.
Yeah,
Um,
mine used to be around the 25-minute mark. Now it's getting closer to 16.
yeah, yeah. So she strong. She real fast. She real strong. Um,
You know what? But this always reminds me though about
mhm.
how stupid high Belial's defense is at the last 5%.
Did you know that that scales based on the number of players in the raid?
I mean, yes, but still,
It is still stupidly high at 6. It's true.
like, wouldn't you also have the field up? You get 100% DA, that's fine. 30% CA, that's also fine. 100% CA damage up. I'm still hitting for only like less than 1 million sometimes
Mhm.
against Belial for CA at that last portion. Oh, and also 50% CA cap up. That's pretty cool too. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have a solution in Fedial Spines. That's how water gets past that too.
Yeah, but you're not hitting 2 million.
So, anyway, the Fedial experience. We knew she was strong. Uh, the extent to which she was strong was, as of that time, not fully explored yet. But now it's pretty explored, and yeah, yeah, all right.
You know, it's also pretty nice. Buffs not being removed. That's always nice. It's skill 1.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so that was that. So the other one I wanted to talk about actually was EWR because now the EWR backline passive is more explored. And did you see the numbers for that one?
Nope, not at
So
all.
when she is in your back row, EWR provides your entire front line 20% dodge.
That's
And
pretty good. Yeah.
that's in many ways a better backline passive than Katsulia for now until his rebalance. Like that's pretty strong. It's pretty strong.
You know, not being hit is really nice.
Yeah. Um
Also, when you dodge, you heal for 800 and remove a debuff.
yeah,
But
well,
you also now have the chance of dodging when you don't dodge normally.
yeah. 20% dodge. You can't rely on it the same way you can rely on defense up. Like it's very very different from being a 20% defense up. But in the incidental addition of a heal and a clarity when you just dodge while in your back line with life with a kitty, that's that's really good.
Yeah, I do like how it does help with Monica's stuff too, because Monica she was already gonna go off in the first place.
Mhm. Yeah.
I still wish for them to like, actually do a hype engine in Wind at the same time, but we take things at parts.
All right. So anyway, yeah, yeah. Who could commit violence against that with that much floof? Yeah.
Heathens like Belial.
All right. So that's the 7-day wrap up on those two characters. Now that we've seen them, we don't really need to get into Beelzebub. Beelzebub was already like
It was
known
stupid.
known within the first 30 minutes.
It was super stupid. And
Uh,
then they realized, oh wait, we forgot to make it so you can't dispel this
yeah. So
and make it even stupider.
we said last week that Beelzebub's trance was dispellable. It is no longer dispellable. they uh
Oops.
they said that was an oopsie. Where is that? That's the January 1st update? No. That's the where is that? There was a bug fix. There it is. There it is. Trance no longer removable. 4 hours or so into Beelzebub Summon's existence.
Yeah, this also summon it does come back, and also, you only need the first trance to remove three buffs. That's wild.
Yeah.
I actually used this against Beelzebub himself because
Oh, that's by design for sure.
yeah.
I was joking with a friend of mine who hates the villains of GBF, and she very begrudgingly equips them as summons. She's like, "Why are all of this powerful summons these such awful people?" And I'm just like, "All right, look, just pretend that Beelzebub has been put in baby jail by Lyria, and pretend that every time you summon him, he's coming out there being like, 'Do not control me! You don't control me!' And it's like, 'Yes, I do. No, 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 go beat yourself up.'" And he just hates it. And she's like, "I don't know how I feel about this. But you know what? She's summoning him, and it's very powerful."
Yeah.
Anyway,
Also,
whoop,
did we
go ahead.
also go over like 3 stack what the boar effect was?
Yes, it was defenseless, and it's just like a huge amount of supplemental damage and full defense down.
Is a damage cap
100k
taken is 100k
Mm-hmm.
supplemental.
Yeah, it's very very strong. It's a 12-turn cooldown, but so this is an interesting concept that the power level of characters has reached the point where a lot of full autos actually start with the MC using swap. The like not even Nighthound, it was the previous one. It was what's the one before Nighthound? Shoot.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but it's your
Anyway,
dream class.
it was the swap class, and yeah, like they would just swap themselves out for 4 characters, and then it's just like, yeah, this full auto is better than anything we can come up with our main characters. So they're just like, all right, look, look, we've given the main character a lot in the last couple of years. Let's bring it back a little bit. Beelzebub only affects the main
Summons.
character. Anyway, so yeah.
50% perpetuity mod and for your attack and 20% damage cap up.
hmm
Pretty nice. For main character only.
Yeah, the also, like not just row 5, but like master levels are also just they're enough. They're enough to keep you up front. So anyway, that's that. That's Beelzebub. That's that's last week. Let's go on to this week, DJ.
Alright,
So
what was that this week?
Choreogra came out and said not too much that we didn't already know. These are the things that we didn't already know. Number one, Advocatus now has its 5-star. Um, Advocatus being the Xeno weapon for Dark, the spear, the one that gives supplemental damage and uplift on CA. And so
Which is pretty good.
this is really good, and spear main hands are actually getting good again. Because have you seen what happens with a spear and axe grid with Apsaris? They the guaranteed multi attacks, the chaser, the amplified attacks, like they are actually worth putting a spear in your main hand.
Yep.
Um, Advocatus has been one of the best spear main hands available for free for a while because of the team uplift. Because of the is it team uplift or is it regular uplift? I
It's
forget now.
team.
It's team uplift, and the supplemental damage to your entire team buff it gives.
It was 30k, which is not something to scoff at when you're doing a lot of damages.
Yeah. 10th Tech, actually, Spear main hand classes were very good back in the day when we did actually rely on um, Double Trouble to give the entire raid multi-attack. There was an era of Granblue Fantasy where people would mass join Proto Bahamut Impossible as Spartan
Double Trouble
with
3.
Double Trouble 3 to buff the raid. So anyway, um, like the thing that changed in this, the supplemental didn't really change. The uplift went from 10 meter a turn to 15 meter a turn. And with Vicky, that turns into 22, 23 meter a turn. And so this is very good. It's never stopped being good. This is now just better. And now it has AX skills. And so, Xeno Diablo. If you want to get your Advocatus to 5 stars, then do it. It's going to be pretty easy, honestly.
I'm probably gonna farm for AX weapon, AX skills next Xeno coming up.
That starts tomorrow. So that's coming. The weapon never stopped being good. So welcome back. Poor little Xeno Dreamblade. Those days of having this as a main hand in order to use its sleep on CA effect are they're kind of gone. It's okay. We've got this spear. The spear is excellent. Oh god, Dark Unite and Fight is gonna be level 30 Epsars, the Pain and Suffering. Yes. Yes, it will be. Because guess what? Dark is full of very good axes and spears. So
Did you know that the Fediel weapon is a spear?
Fediel weapon's a spear, Pain and Suffering is an axe, Bab el Mandeb is an axe, the Seraphic is an axe, Celeste's axes are still in fashion, Gisla's an axe, Vagabond is an axe. There's sorry.
Gisla's an axe?
Gisla
What?
is a spear. Vagabond
Alright,
is a spear. I got on a roll there and I couldn't stop myself. I'm sorry.
there's not enough of the weapon slots.
Yeah. But the thing is, you have all the choices in the world to make a level 20 Apsaris really good. And so, yeah, like Apsaris with Advocatus main hand, or with, Pain and Suffering, whatever you want main hand. Is it Fediel who gives uplift to your entire team? Also?
From skill 1.
Okay.
10%.
Okay.
But I think it stacks separately from uplift, so it's fine.
Oh.
I don't
Oh
think
boy.
There's some science with that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. The other thing to talk about is there are 12 weapons on the uncap list, DJ. So
I didn't catch this.
So, would you like to start in the element order as was announced, or would you like to just jump to things that are interesting?
Element order, and where's this list at?
It's in Choregra. Let me just show you the tweet as well. Let's see, plushy pal site, twitter.com/granblueen. I will link that to you, and I will also link it to chat. So here's the tweet, and here are the weapons. So the first weapon is Miss Miranda's Charming Broom. So let's just go into the draw screen and just take a look at these things one at a time, shall we? Characters. So step 1, we got Miss Miranda's Broom.
All right. It's attacking HP.
Yeah, I mean,
There's not much you can go exciting with that one.
no, but sometimes you don't need exciting. However, when you do want something with like big HP boost, like have you seen the numbers on what happens to your healing when you have Ophelia in your grid and uncapped? It's pretty funny. You just heal for like 10k.
600.
Yeah. All right. So that one I don't really necessarily have that big of hopes on. Like whatever it gets, it'll be nice, but I don't care, to be perfectly honest. Like they can surprise me, but as it is, it's very boring. All
Yep.
right. Next up is the Belfast, which is Noish's spear. Where is
Uh,
Noish?
Enmity and a small garrison, always cool. I don't know what they would give it. Maybe medium garrison on the upgrade. Who knows?
Um. So what are the other garrison options in Fire so far? So it's
The
the
dose.
yeah, it's the Gangsta knife. Um, that's Enmity.
Eskazaha fist.
The Valentine Scatha Fist. That one's pretty rare. So I think this will actually work out pretty well to have a non-limited garrison weapon in Fire. I think that's not exciting, but it's useful. Like it'll have a spot. So that's the next one. All right. Water Veins Blossom Axe. Attack and then preemptive defense.
Because it's gross. If I need defense for the first 8 turns, there's something wrong. I need it for the rest of the fight.
I don't know what they'll do to this one. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I've got no clue.
Look, this weapon's been sitting here for like what, a billion years at this point. The answer's 2017. Yeah,
All
I don't
right.
know. Maybe they'll give it HP. Who knows?
Yeah, no big hopes for that one necessarily. All right, we're moving on to the Plushy Pal.
See, that's a good weapon.
So progression, medium progression,
Always good.
and HP and debuff resistance.
Like the other one, like the only one I can think of with that is like Noah's weapon.
The
The
Ivory
Ivory
Arc.
Arc.
And I mean, it's good on Ivory Arc because Ivory Arc is also like extremely large crit. So this is just an incidental thing. So there are
I mean,
things they can add.
progression is always still good.
Progression's fine. Water is not really like known for having a single big good progression weapon. We'll see. Next up, the Embrask Demi-Clone from Earth Bea, which is
Medium attack and small sentence.
like, are you thinking they're gonna give this one mystery also?
No, because that sentence.
There have been so many where it's just like attack, CA and CA damage. Sure, it's just like
I mean, I would, I don't know, another attack one. Who knows? Just put two attacks on this thing.
yeah, and
Call it a
then
day.
interestingly, but not necessarily strongly, like it does have tank and counter to everybody on its CA, so that's an interesting way they could adjust it. Given that there was a period of time where we did use the Revenant Fist a lot in order to dodge and counter a bunch of things to your entire team, and then as an Earth sword, there are a bunch of funny things that you can do with just giving yourself a ton of meter with having that as your main hand and just do tons of counter damage for some reason. Like it's
Hmm.
not, and then like I said, if they give it something more interesting than just tank and counter on its CA, because a lot of these are supposed to be thought of as main hand upgrades too. I don't know.
Tank and dodge and counter.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Um, the next one that's going up. Where are you, Fiorito? It'll be
All right, the
easy.
barbell,
The
which
barbell is
has
coming.
medium
There
attack
it is.
and medium HP. I don't know, give it Garrison. I don't know.
It's an
It'll work well with
axe.
her.
It has to fight against Hollow Sky Axe, which actually has a pretty decent effect for Earth Axe main hands. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I don't know what they'll do with this one either, because it's already pretty boring. Basically takes two skills to have Majesty, like a regular old Majesty. I don't know.
I say give it Garrison. Why not?
Why?
Why not? Fiorita likes her low HP.
Fiorita would rather have a fist with Garrison. There are already two. She doesn't need the barbell at all. It doesn't do anything for her. It's not a fist.
I don't know.
That is a funny suggestion. Make it fist.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Oh god. That's that's some clowniness. All right. So, like we're kind of stumbling through this list, right? Then let's get to the stars of the show. So, Destiny Knuckles. This is one that we pointed out on its first day of release because it has bloodshed and it has enmity. And the weapons right now that have bloodshed, so the Black Dragon's Maw is good. It is very good. The Tahar Masala is grid defining, I think is what we can call that one.
It's pretty good, yeah.
And so, with the Destiny Knuckles coming up, this one, everybody has this one circled on their calendars and being like, I am going to see what happens to this thing at 4 stars immediately, because this one has a ton of promise.
What if they made it so that your chaser you get from CA is to all allies?
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's 30% chaser. It's not bad.
I mean, when it comes to wind melee main hands, I mean, the most popular quote unquote wind melee main hand right now is actually
one.
it's actually Celeste Claw.
Oh,
When you play Dark Wind, you just play a Dark MC, you use Death on turn 1, and then Narmea takes you the rest of the way home. Um, yeah. So, yeah, there's Dark Sky Piercer. Yeah, like but in terms of wind main hand, like melee weapons, there's the Arcab, and the Arcab works kind of weirdly and awkwardly. It requires a 4-chain in order to
yeah,
do its thing.
that's not amazing.
I tried so hard to make it work with Anila in wind, and it was so awkward because they would just go off on the same turn, and I'm like, I want to full auto this, but I can't. So, oh well. I'd rather just be using Summer
you
Sheet.
full auto it. You just don't care.
You just waste it, yeah.
Yeah, you just don't care.
I suppose. Um, and then let's see here. It's Azusa for the other one. Azusa's is fine. I'm not as excited for it as the Destiny Knuckles, but like it has potential. Look at this thing.
You also don't play Primal Wind, so
You see, I thought I wasn't playing Primal Wind, and then Granblue Fantasy slapped me around on the New Year and said, "Hey, you should play Primal Wind."
all right. So how's that grid going for you?
It's actually the thing is that I have all of the free things farmed out for Primal Wind. So at any point I can just turn into the Indra Bow guy. I do have 3 of them sitting around at 4 stars, and then I mean I have enough reunions. I have Sky Ace. There's all sorts of things I could do, and if the Destiny Knuckles put Wind on the map in that way, where Enmity Wind makes a return, but it's primal this time, then there's a lot of promise. There's a lot of promise, and hey, like I said, I have a 5-steer Zephyrus sitting around now. Might as well use it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So most people use the Tiamat Fist as a main hand for actually Wind Lucha. Yeah, yeah. The next things are we're going from wind down to light and dark. So the light Arthur weapon, the Colbrand, it's Garrison and Mystery, 2 things that don't necessarily go well together. I mean, it's
They're
good.
fine.
They're fine together. It's just that you know, they're there for like when you're in V2 and you need defense, but also you need to scrape together some attack on your CAs in order to break omens. But I don't know. There's just no concept for the cold brand that I understand. So they can do whatever with that, and I won't be that surprised. It'll just be like
Give it a real attack skill.
they need to give it a direction for people to use it. You know, have it do something that is unique. So I don't know. I don't know what'll happen to it.
I mean, there's already a free like garrison weapon, so I don't know what they would want to do with this.
Yeah. The what's the other skill on the Sleipnir shoe again?
Enmity.
Yeah. Okay. That's when you're using a garrison weapon, that counts as a real attack skill.
Yeah, I don't know. Give Cold Brand large attack, and it'll be decent. It wouldn't be groundbreaking.
And then this one I may try and 4-star purely out of the novelty of it. Into the Sunset is getting its 4-star, which is Grace and Aegis. And I've made fun of this combination before, but sometimes you really do just need a whole lot of hit points. Like, I made fun of Ophelia, and now Ophelia is one of those things that people pull out and they're like, when you really need to live, like really, really need to live, your old friend Ophelia is here for double hit point skill and healing.
And going down the river.
She's just sleeping, Lyria. She's just sleeping.
Just sleeping. You know, it's not bad.
Yeah, this one has promise.
The problem with this though really is once again there's already a good grace weapon if you're going all in on primal in the first place.
And it is called what, Radiant Rene? No, it's Ivory Arc, right?
Ivory Arc.
Yeah. Radiant Rene is the tempering one, I think. All right. The last two, there's Schwarz Lightning and Miming's Basilard. So let me go find one of these fellas real quick. Schwarz Lightning. Attack and double attack, and then small crit.
It can Thunderstruck on CA. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, but like Dark's defensive main hands they give you drain a lot of the time. You know, so the hit to light attack, like in most cases you don't need this. The Thunderstruck level, like if you're using a slow team, you'd rather be using like Bloody Scar on a Chaos Ruler kind of thing. So
I mean, you're not really using slow team for this one.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
like this weapon was just here to supplement Albert's playstyle in Dark.
But Albert supports himself pretty well too, so let's. I'll see what they do with that one. I don't know what there. I just don't think that it's a very well put together package. So they have to give it a lot in order for it to do something. Like Dark already has more than enough weapons to contribute to 100% crit that you don't need this one. So they have to give it something unique, or otherwise I don't know. All right, the last one would be Miming's Basilard.
Medium Solaire and a clarity, which is dodge and counter medium.
Sorry, the clarity skill always is just like you just pretend it's not there.
I mean, Solaire is actually a good skill though.
Solaire is a good skill, so this one has promise. Like it has more crit than the Schwartz Lightning. It has good attack already. The fact that it's a dagger main hand means that it has to compete in Primal against things like the Parazonium and the Bloody Scar. So I don't see the main hand doing anything. But
what you really do is that you put it in the grid for the off chance that you dodge and counter.
Yeah. Or you just have it as a good attack and crit weapon, because this has potential to actually do more than the Schwartz Lightning in a, like Scales of Dominion crit grid. It has a chance. I
I still like my idea of a dodge and counter.
Sure.
Have you ever seen Lyria dodge and counter? It's really funny.
Yeah, she just does the Chun-Li stop sign.
Yeah, because it's her only other animation is her holding out her
It's her
hands.
holding out her hands. Yeah. Um. Yeah. That's pretty much all that's important. Like this time next week, we will have the update to the Cerulean Stones. Um, People will be able to just buy the Halo that they need instead of having to just frustrate themselves trying to farm the last one and getting RNG, uh, stuck in their way. That's
You,
that's
you
good.
know what is the nice thing that is happening though this week?
What else is happening this week that's nice?
A lot of the free cost for entering raids.
Is that? Oh, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say, it's like, is it that nice? Because
Yes,
what happens in this is that we see so many like stuck raids because people are just hosting them, and they're like, this didn't cost me anything. I'll just leave it there and hope someone gets it. There's so many Grand Order Impossibles that just sit there and they're like, there's 50 minutes left. It's like, people have been sitting in this for 40 minutes.
I mean that's their fault.
I
They should have
suppose.
been able to solo that.
Grand Order Impossible?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, um, but yeah, pretty much that's it for this week. Next week will be, I mean, we'll be in the middle of Xeno Diablo still, won't we? How? No, actually, hold on. We'll have Unite and Fight on the horizon next week. Um,
The series Diablo actually ends on the 14th.
yeah.
So
So it'll be the last day of Xeno Diablo next week. We won't have that much to talk about. I'm sure that GBF will give us something to talk about because we still do have things like character rebalances just looming, waiting.
somewhere along the horizon, we don't know
hmm
which element will be next.
We don't know what element will be next. We don't. We just know that Dark was first in advance of their Unite and Fight. We, but yeah, I mean, we've. I keep saying this. It's like peace and quiet, and then it's like no, no. There's always something going on in this game.
You know, you can listen to Peace and Quiet on Spotify.
It's true. We also haven't gotten the yearly director's letter yet. It'll happen. I'm not really worried
True.
about it. We can cover that when it comes out.
A reminder: Old Bond ends in a couple hours from now, so if you haven't gotten all your rewards from that, do that now. Because I need to do that right now. Oops.
What were you missing still?
Oh, the 5 million.
Oh, okay. That one's pretty easy in the grand scheme of things, at least.
Yeah.
All right, so I wonder if any of these weapons will get. Anyway,
Also, reminder: the New Year's outfits are only on sale for a couple more hours too, and I'm just amazed the guys in Border with the sword.
dude, that is. I really do like that animation though. The guys in Borger, not just his triple attack, but his CA. So anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us. Uh, yeah, yeah. Next time will be hopefully a nice, relaxed show. This was already a pretty
Hopefully,
nice, relaxed show. Short
I
show,
needed that.
DJ.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually one for once.
Yeah,
After the past month.
yeah, yeah. And then the thing is that we've got the anniversary event next month. So next month we ramp right back up.
Nothing
Woo!
ever changes, Dom.
Well, it's cyclical. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is fine. All right. Good night, guys.